guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another reaction video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the most recent Tweeterhead release that has a lot of people very excited, myself included. This piece definitely deserves a lot of attention. It had a lot of attention last year at San Diego Comic-Con when we saw the prototype, the unpainted prototype. But now, of course, we have two different versions, a black and a gray version and a blue and a gray version, and we are going to cover this today. I'm excited for it. I'm already pre-ordered mine. We're going to talk about the things that I like, the things I dislike, and the things that perhaps you need to pay attention if you are undecided about which one to choose. But before we get into it, please do not forget to leave a like, also to leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about this piece. Let me know how you feel about my opinion or the video. And if you are here for the first time and you like the content of this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's start at Tweeterhead's website, because here we have the more limited version of the two. This is the blue and gray, and I will have the link in the description for those who are interested. And here you have to click, of course, on order. Once you get to the page, you can see the price for this one is $499, $500. I know some people are not excited about that. Again, it's limited edition, only 250 pieces worldwide. They are able now to sell internationally, which is great news. You would have to, before you order, you have to contact them and they will send you a quote, as that way you know how much you have to pay for the shipping. If you pay right now, they'll give you a $50 off, which is a great discount. It's a great help. And it helps, you know, particularly at this time and age where everything is so expensive. Also, you can choose the flex pay, and you would have to pay the $50 NRD, non-refundable deposit, and then you have to make 6 equal payments, billed monthly. There's no interest on that, which is good. And that's another option, but you have to pay the full amount. Now, for shipping information, it says that there's a $45 flat rate in the United States. Not sure if this is going to also apply to Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands or Alaska. It doesn't really say, but it says United States flat rate. So I'm guessing perhaps this is the continental US. And internationally, it's going to be billed. The shipping cost is going to be billed at the time of shipping next year. So, but you need to contact them first so they can send you an invoice so you can pay for this the piece now. You don't have to pay for shipping at the moment. And as always, I want to honor the people who are involved in the production of this piece. We have Guillermo Barbiero, he's a designer and also the sculptor. Also, we got Tiago Senovini, another designer and sculptor. They're working together. Guillermo Barbiero, if I'm not mistaken, he's the head sculptor here. We have Richard Long as a designer, John Rasmussen, Brandon Guerrero, Andrew Huerta, Riley Brown. All these are designers. Martin Verhoeven, he's a designer and also a sculptor. We have Scott Selner as the painter and Liz Maggie also as the painter. As you can see, this is the dream team. It's always been, they've been doing amazing work, and definitely they nail it here. All right, guys, now we're looking at the pictures, and I'm telling you, this version looks amazing. I was a bit torn, I will tell you honestly, between this one and the black one. I think they are both amazing. They both have their strengths. I think if you're looking for the Hush, if you love Batman Hush, then definitely this is the color. Some people were wanting this to be more classic, and I will tell you, they were even asking for a swap out chest emblem to use the more classic yellow black emblem. But I will tell you this, if you want the more classic look, then definitely try to search for the first version. In my opinion, it's an amazing piece, still looks amazing. And it's sold out, of course, and it's hard to come by. But right now, I've seen some people selling theirs, which is a good time, because they are wanting to get this one. This one, it does have the Batman Hush. That is the version. And some people would point out because they wanted that classic look. It is not. This is neoclassic. This is definitely based on Jim Lee's art, and you can see it on the way, of course, the emblem, the design of the pouches, all of that. It's just the way it is. Let's be honest, the prototypes are always amazing. Of course, the painters are great artists. They do a lot of shading. They do their best work on these pieces, and it's not going to be reflected always the same way on the production pieces, the ones that we receive. Of course, there's going to be some sacrifices there. Workers at a factory, they're going to paint it as fast as they can so they can move to the next thing. So they're going to be flatter for sure. So that was my concern, thinking that perhaps this blue one will be too flat and the black one perhaps hides those imperfections best. But, you know, at the end of the day, one of the reasons why I like this one, I like of course, I'm a big fan of Jim Lee and Batman Hush. I like the blue and the gray, and definitely, of course, the fact that it's so limited, only 250 pieces, that is another I would say a cherry on the pie. I think that is another factor. If I know some people are not, they don't concern themselves about collectible value, but this is going to be the most collectible of the two because of how limited it is in numbers. The Saint Skull, there's no sacrifices there. They both come with 2 different portraits, which is great. It has the Batarang, but doesn't have a switch out arm or anything like that, which I'm fine with that. It's a great pose, and of course, on the proper lighting, you're gonna have that. If the factory continues to do the same work they've been doing with these pieces, I think it's going to look fantastic. I think this is my favorite picture here. You can see of that gray, and you can see that shade, and of course, the painter did a fantastic. The 2 painters did a fantastic job on this one. The gargoyle, all of that. I know some people are tired of seeing this effect on Batman, but at the end of the day, this is the effect that people want from Batman. I ordered this one. Because I didn't want to miss on the opportunity to have this one. If I change my mind down the road to the black one, then I can change my mind, but at least I have this one, the more limited version, secure at least on pre-order. But yeah, it looks really good, and I will tell you, I think I like the short ears on this one in comparison to the long ones. I think those are fantastic, and I see some shading on that looks, in my opinion, looks great. And here you can see the 2 different portraits. They look great. And here in comparison to Two-Face, we talked about it before. Really amazing piece for sure. And definitely he looks fantastic. I think they're gonna fit really, really well. Whether you decide to do the Rogues Gallery with all the Rogues that also Tweeterhead is producing, or you want to do the Justice League, I think this is going to look really nice. And here's with the Justice League. And one of the reasons why, because I will tell you this, earlier today, I was undecided about it. And I came home, I was wondering, do I need this, or do I go to Sideshow and order from that? I'm gonna go to Sideshow in just a moment. But ultimately, it was my wife the one that made me helped me to choose this one, because she said, I think this color gonna look better with this, the whole display. Of course, I have Superman and waiting on Wonder Woman. So yeah, I think this is the reason why I decided to go for this one. All right, guys, now I'm here at Sideshow, and again, I'm gonna have the link in the description for those who are interested. Now, the price is a little higher here. It's $510, so it's, you know, more expensive. But the shipping, as you know, if you have done business with Sideshow, they also offer a flexible payment plan, so you can choose interest-free payments as a layaway. The edition size is to be disclosed at the moment, so we don't know if this is going to be really large. It depends. And I gotta be honest, when you look at the pictures, I really like the pictures here at Sideshow on this one. It looks really fantastic, and definitely I'm kind of torn between one or the other. I already secure the blue one, but I'm saying down the road I feel more comfortable with the production pieces when they come out, and I like the black one better than the blue one. Then I'll change. I think there's gonna be plenty. If I want to even trade, I can trade, but I will tell you, the black one looks really fantastic as well, and I think it's a matter of preference. And at the end of the day, it has to do with who is your Batman, you know, how you grew up. You know, you grew up with a Batman with the blue and classic blue and gray, or you grew up with the black and gray. You know, at the end of the day, it's a matter of choice. I don't think you're gonna be wrong with this one. Here you can see, I like it. I think they did a fantastic job, even as the black version. Initially, I thought it would be just black, and it looks really good. And look at the lighting they did here. Even though it's gray, it looks really black, but I can see the shading on this one, very pronounced. It seems darker in some way. I like this picture. Regardless, I feel that they both great. Maybe end up having both. You know, you never know. And I know some collectors already are ordering 2, one for the Rogues Gallery and one for the Justice League. You know, there's collectors of all calibers, collectors that have the disposable income for all of it. This is the picture that we're showcasing first a few days ago, and that's the reason why I was a bit undecided, because it looks great. I love the detail. I think they did a fantastic job with the utility belt. It looks fantastic. This is a nice picture. Definitely, this is a nice looking Batman. And even in black, you can go good. And you know, as we know, many of the things that they have done with this collection so far is based on the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited TV show, animated series. And when you remember Batman in that show, he was more on the black side, his uniform. And although it has like the kind of the blue tint, it was more like a reflection. It was more of a black, and sometimes it can look black. And I think in Unlimited, it went into the black version completely. And also in the Batman TV series, at the last seasons of that, definitely he had this black look, and it looked good. And a lot of people kind of grew up with that one. or they love that one, and I don't think you're wrong with it. I think both versions are fantastic. Here you can see, of course, is darker. He looks a lot darker right next to Two-Face, and definitely the background is different. So the lighting in your collection really makes the difference, a world of difference. And I think black may look too black if you don't have proper lighting. And maybe you like that. Maybe you like the Batman who looks really dark, and that also, so you have to play. At the end of the day, again, it's a matter of preference. But here they have more pictures here on at Sideshow, and it looks really good. I really like it. Really looking forward to Wonder Woman, to Aquaman soon, and definitely next year having Batman added to the collection. This is a really nice piece, and definitely the difference in the base is very minuscule. With both bases are almost the same. There's no really much difference. Perhaps on the smoke effect, this one has more of a white. I think the other one's a little more of a gray. It does have a little bit of resemblance to the most recent XM Studios, the Dark Knight Returns with the rifle. I like that. I think it's a fantastic piece. I think that I would love to get it at some point, the 1/6 scale, of course. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that, but I think this is a much better rendition even of the other version of the 1/6 that they did of Batman, which is an also fantastic piece, all black, almost all black. It looks very black, but I think this one, it's up there. And at the end of the day, it's a matter of preference. One thing the black has in difference with the blue one is that the paint job can be, I wouldn't say sloppy, but it's more forgiven because it's darker in comparison to the bluish, because it's going to be more brighter. So you want to make sure, and I hope that the final products are well done and they have the proper shading so it looks neat. That was my fear with Flash, that it would be not very flat red, but ultimately it came out spotless in my opinion. Of course, there were a few imperfections here and there, but they were very minuscule, and ultimately I'm very excited, very happy with the way they did it. Here you can see close-ups, one of the bays, definitely a nice gargoyle that they did there. Really fantastic, and the detail there, the stony detail, the smoke back there, and also I can see now the way they painted this, the chimney is really nice. And here's the picture where all of them, and as you can see, this is the picture that I show my wife. Which one is best? I will tell you that she preferred the blue one, although she was going for the black one. Ultimately, when she saw them together, she said this is a much better rendition together. I think they're gonna fit better together. And here the black one looks fantastic too, a little darker. Ultimately, it is a matter of choice. I think it's going to be fantastic. And of course, I like the way the Wonder Woman is standing there. But of course, she has that extra riser, which actually makes her look taller. But I think they'll look fantastic. I will tell you one thing. Honestly, coming to the end of the video, doesn't really matter what you choose. At the end of the day, choose whatever you like. If you like this Batman, if you are torn about one or the other, my recommendation would be, if you are like me, torn, then I would say go for the more exclusive right now, when there is still time to order it. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay there. 250 is a very small number, and there's a lot of fans of Batman, a lot of fans of Tweeterhead of this collection also. So it may sell out very quick. So I would say order that one, secure that one. Down the road, if you decide to change your mind, then at least you have something that is more valuable. Maybe you can trade, you can sell, or even you can get, like a swap. You never know. Tweeterhead really is a good company. My experience with them has been fantastic. They do amazing work, and they work with you at something that I can say as a company. I will tell you, the guys did a fantastic job with this piece, all of them. The whole design is fantastic. Yes, we can compare this with the other. We can say this is bad. Yes, some people are complaining about the pricing, and that is a whole team that we can discuss, and have discussed it many times before. At the end of the day, these are luxury items, and they have to go up in price. Everything goes up in price. Everything is more expensive. When you try to compare the price of these pieces prior to the pandemic, then definitely you're making a mistake. That was before the pandemic. After the pandemic, everything changed. Everything is more expensive. And the same happens with this collectibles. All the companies now are selling the 1/6 scale collectibles at this higher premium, and these pieces are really large for 1/6. So at the end, I love the quality that they're producing. The pieces that I have so far, they've been fantastic. I'm happy with the quality. However, I totally understand the frustration we all have. We all like cheaper goods. I like cheap goods, but I totally understand where we stand. And I don't think that is because the company's trying to rip you off. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people involved in this process, and everybody needs to get paid. Every person that works here, all the artists, all the freelancers, all the people that are involved in this process, they need to get paid for their work. And this is the way it's done. Successful campaigns like this, or successful pre-orders and all of that really allow for other projects to come and for them to continue to be paid. And if you don't feel that this is something that you want to do, then I totally understand it, but keep in mind that you're as time goes on, you know, everything goes up in price, and it's been like that forever since I remember as a collector, and I have learned to get accustomed to it. So that's the reason why I'm picky. I choose what I want, and I'm very peculiar, because the easier thing will be to order the 2 different versions now, but that would be too expensive. That would be a killer for my wallet. So I have to choose one. So I have to be, and I need this because I'm building this collection. So I need the Batman. I need a Batman that fits here. All the Batmans are too small. They're not going to fit with this collection. So I know that this is the one. Whether I change it to the black one or not, I think I make the right decision. But what is your opinion, my friends? What do you think about this Batman? Have you pre-ordered? Are you going to pre-order? Are you still undecided? What do you think about one or the other? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button as a reminder of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.